Hey everyone, welcome to our presentation on Global Project 2. Myself Adul and my partner Sohail Rana is along with me as my presentation partner. We are construction technology and management master students of IIT Bombay. Let me brief about the whole team before getting into the whole project details. For the past 2 months, we construction technology and management students of IIT Bombay had a collaborated projects with Washington State University counterparts. We almost finished minor project 1 and project 2 in these 2 months. So let me introduce our team. The teammates from IIT Bombay include Sohail Rana, Mahesh Tendulkar, and from Washington State University include Michael Dallas and Tanner Peterson. Let me brief about the contents of the whole presentation. It contains a small overview of the project, a BIM execution plan, its users and all, media of the information exchange we used for the project, and how a 3D model is done, and 4D model simulation, and a little about the global project team. Now let me brief the overview of the project we worked with. This project is to be built for the people who became homeless after Chennai flood. So obviously the project location is in Chennai. The key points that we should do during the project delivery is that we need a very speedy construction, and the construction should be economic. And the main thing that we should incorporate building information modeling process in developing this project. So the main deliverables that we are expected out of this project are a building execution model, a 3D model which is built in Revit, and a 4D model which is built in Navisworks. For the execution of the project, we received 2 files. One is the bill of quantities, which helps in understanding the type of materials used, the depth of foundation, flooring, brickwork, formwork, etc. It is a file which is made in Excel. I have shown a video of how this file looks like, and the second file which you received is a CAD file which has all plans, elevation, site of the building, which helps us in understanding the dimension of column, roof, beam, etc. I have attached the video of the CAD file which we received. This helps us a lot in making the 3D model in the Revit. This slide of the presentation which I am going to discuss right now is a very important slide. It talks about the BIM execution plan. For execution of this project through BIM, a BIM execution plan is very necessary. A BXP is nothing but a document or a Word file that basically explains how you are approaching the project using the softwares like Revit, Navisworks, which helps in 3D and 4D modeling. Moreover, this BXP will also explain in the organizational roles, BIM execution timeline, etc. So I've given here 2 tables which explains how BIM is used in the project. It shows that it is used for design, authoring, 3D coordination, phase planning, cost estimation, and it has a very high priority in everything. And moreover, it also shows a table in which it shows the organization roles. For example, I am telling 3D modeling is done by our team IIT Bombay using Revit software version 2017. Scheduling is done by both of our team like IIT Bombay and Washington State University with the help of MS project version 2016. 4D modeling is done by our counterparts of Washington State University using Navisworks 2017. These slides explain on the BIM execution timeline. We can see that the project 2 will kickstart on Feb 13 on the day we start working on the BIM execution plan. On 20th, we have a submission on BIM execution plan, and we start on the 3D modeling preparation. By 27th Feb, we finish our 3D model and we send to our counterparts there where they start working on the 4D model. By the end of March 22, the whole project 2 will be complete and the presentation file is made ready on this day. When we look into the usefulness of BIM execution plan in this project, it has mainly 4 points to discuss on. First one, it explains in detail the responsibility of each team in modeling, scheduling, 4D simulation, etc., which is very required to avoid duplication or rework. It clarifies the milestone like when to start a work and when to submit the project file. It also helps in making pre-decision which is very much required to reduce error. It explains the level of detail in which we are going to model and schedule the whole project. Now I am handing over to Sohail, my friend. He will be explaining on media of information exchange, 3D modeling, 4D modeling, etc., which is very important for this presentation.
Thank you, Atul, for handing me over. It is about media of information exchange. We communicated mostly using IITB webmail, which is also known as GPU mail, as well as Google Mail. Google Drive helps us cloud sharing for heavier file exchange. Initially we used Sokoko but later on we got connected via social media like WhatsApp, Messenger and Facebook. So here we move on the 3D model. We take a look on the what is it. We developed 3D model based on the 2D AutoCAD drawing that provided by the course instructor. Here we trace the CAD file having typical floor plan for each story, having a parking space in the ground level. Here you can see the fully developed parametric 3D model created by ravaged. Now click on the floor plans. We have individual plans for the details to construct. We go from first floor, second floor, all the floors are typical up to the terrace level. Here is in the elevation of both slides with the well-defined levels. It shows actually how the building is going to look like. Moving into 4D simulation, we are having a simple overview of the 4D model. We created a schedule in MS Project for the construction of this building. We compiled the schedule and the 3D model along with using Navisworks. Every building component is being matched with this schedule. The 4D simulation is showing the step-by-step construction progress as per the schedule, from the ground base to the column and the erection and the slab execution. After slab, then brickwork, and then the cycle repeats up to top floor.
When it comes to the benefits and limitations of 3D and 4D modeling, I have made a division of benefits and limitations as you can see. When I start with benefits, BIM gives a great visualization of the building. And if we are incorporating MEP models along with the 4D model, it would be really very helpful to detect the clashes. It is an easier way of communication among designers, schedulers, estimators. Especially for estimators, quantity takeoffs becomes much easier. We also have an ability to incorporate more dimensions like cost, safety and sustainability, etc. When it comes to the limitations, BIM is building information modeling, which means that whatever information we add to the BIM, we can only extract that information. So if we are adding false information, then we will get a very wrong information back. Cost of 3D and 4D modeling is very high. So 3D and 4D modeling in a project depends on the type of the project needs. Moreover, we need an expertise in software. Moving on to the benefits and limitations of the global project team. Some benefits are understanding the way of working globally. We gained a small experience in working in an international project, and moreover we developed a technical communication skill with Washington State University students. There are very few limitations only when we compare with the benefits. there. In the initial stage, the communication was little bit difficult, and the information exchange problems we had, it was very difficult in the initial stage. Apart from that, as our schedules of academics are entirely different, it took some extra time for us to deliver the project. A few suggestions in this global project, that it would be very helpful that we take this team project to a very higher level, like using BIM in its 5D and 6D simulations along with AR and VR technologies. It would be very nice if we have a platform to present the team project. The two teams together will be a great experience.
Okay, this is the end of our Global Project 2 presentation. Thank you for watching this video.